welcome to my Stampin' Studio. I'm Tina Rappy and today is Fun Fold Monday. So I have this adorable Fun Fold Z-Fold easel card. This is what we're going to be making today. So you ready? Let's go. So let me start out by showing you the card up a little bit closer. So as I said, it is an easel card. And so with that, it sits up like this, like an easel. But if I show it to you from the side, it is a Z-fold card. Okay, so a Z like this, that I have put an extra piece on the back so that it'll stand up. And then when you open it, there's room there for writing. Okay. And then let me show you the products that we'll be using. Now all the supplies that I'm using today, along with my cutting measurements, they can all be found on my blog, which is stampinstudio.com, or you can take the easy way out by simply clicking on the link found below under Show More. Okay, so we are using products from the Christmas Time is Here suite, and that is the Christmas Time is Here paper, this particular print. And so with this, there is a die that will cut out this large flower and all the greenery with it. We're actually going to be using this part of it today. There's not a die for this one, but we're going to be using that. We are also going to be using the Christmas Rose stamp set. We're going to be using the sentiments from here. We're going to be using the gold glitter enamel dots, which are part of the suite, as well as the shimmer ribbon, the gold shimmer ribbon, part of the suite. Okay, we are starting out with a piece of Mossy Meadow cardstock that is 11 inches tall by 4 1/4 inches wide. I scored it at 2 3/4 and then again at 5 inches. And then it's going to be folded like a Z. The card then will go this way. For the easel part of it, I have another piece of Mossy Meadow, and this measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 tall, and then it is scored at 3/4 of an inch. And this is going to get folded in back. On this, we're going to go ahead and put some adhesive. And this part then is going to get attached right to the back. Okay, so now we have our Z-fold and the easel portion. See how easy that is? Okay, next, this is a piece of the designer paper from the Christmas Time is Here suite. This is going to go on the inside portion of the card. And then I have two pieces of Whisper White, and these each measure 4 inches across, 2 1/2 inches wide. So on the first one, let's get my mat out here. On the first one, we are going to stamp the sentiments. And this one is wishing you the gifts of the season, peace and joy. That's going to go down in that bottom corner. Oh, that didn't ink very well. Unfortunately, there's two sides to every piece of cardstock. There we go. Right, and on the other piece of Whisper White, we are going to stamp Merry Christmas. There we go again. I must have a spot on that side of the ink pad that needs to be re-inked, so I will get that when we're done taping. Okay, and then we're going to fancy that up just a little bit. Mossy Meadow ink and the greenery from this stamp set. One there, one here. While we're at it, we're going to do the same thing to my envelope. I have one out here. There it is. Okay, down here in the corner, some greenery. And then next, we have Early Espresso ink and the tiny little pine cone that is in this set. So we're just going to pop a couple pine cones in there on the envelope, and then the same thing here on the inside of the card. There. Okay, so our stamping is done. Let's go ahead and get this part. So we're back to the card itself here. So we have the top, the inside flap is where Merry Christmas is going to go, and this one is going to go here, but we're not going to put this one on yet. But we can go ahead and do the Merry Christmas layer in the center of the card. Okay. And then we're going to use some of the gold shimmer ribbon and the bow maker. And just wrap this around, tie it in a bow. Okay, so as I said, this is going to go on top of here, but I want to add this bow first, and I'm going to put it, I want it over to the side, so I'm going to position it about like this. So let me cut off the tail here. And then we'll go ahead and put some adhesive on the back side. Get this again just where we want it. Wrap the ribbon around to the back side. Okay, so we have that. And we'll go ahead and stick this to the front of the card. We're getting close to being done already. Design your paper. Okay. And as I said, we're going to cut out the one with the 3 roses. So just with my paper snips, I'm going to go ahead and snip around here. Okay, so there we have it, all cut out. It's so pretty, isn't it? Okay, then I'm going to close this up, and I want this positioned, let's see, let's maybe do it about like that. So I want it to cover the ribbon a bit, kind of come close to the words here, maybe up just a little bit. So it's going to go like this. So I want to attach it just here on the bottom. So from this set of berries over to this pine needles. All right. So I'm going to flip it over. Okay. So now it's this part here. And I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on there. Anywhere below the berries and the pine boughs that I had already marked out. Okay, so like that. And then with my take your pick tool, I can just pick all of these right off of there. Okay. And then from, don't stick down yet. I'm not ready for you. There we go. Like that. Okay, so that way we have not put any dimensionals below this so it doesn't stick it shut and make it into a postcard. And then the last bit of embellishments then is going to be some of these tiny little glitter dots, and they're going to go down here in the corner. Not always, but most times things look best if you do it in odd numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and pick off 3 of these. All right. There we go. Isn't that pretty? And then just by folding back on this score line here on the back easel part, it will then sit up and you have your Z-fold, fun fold easel card and the envelope that goes with it. I hope you were inspired to do some stamping today. And if you want to make sure you don't miss any of my projects, please subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button in the red box below. And if you're in need or in want of any products, I'd so appreciate your business. Please shop at my store at stampinstudio.com, and there's a little shop button in the upper corner. So thanks for taking a little time out of your day to spend with me in my Stampin' Studio. So until we meet again, enjoy life, stamp something, and eat chocolate.